Bookworms, welcome to the Weekend Readers Book Club. Thank you for joining us. This episode, we are discussing Stephanie Zia's book, Baby on Board. Let's discuss it. Okay, before we get started, let's just address one of the elephants in the room, the name. Stephanie Zia's book, Baby on Board, that's the version that I read. However, well, I'm going to put read in quotation marks. That is the version book that I have currently. But in addition to Baby on Board, this book is also known as Babe on Board, The Cool Mum Gang, KEW, and the Single Mother's Survival Guide to Mum and Baby Groups. Now, besides the fact that it has 20 different names, I went into this, as I always do with these books, with a very open mind, right? I get that this is a genre that's over and above what I would normally typically pick up and read. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, part of the premise of this book club is to read stuff outside my genre, which, previously was a hell of a lot of John Grisham. So I've been able to manage to do that over the last, say, 2 years while I've been doing the Weekend Readers Book Club. However, this is the first book that I have came across, yes, Baby on Board, where I have literally stopped at page 235 and gone, nope, not going to read anymore. So, page 236 is chapter 16. The book is roughly, I'm going to say 34 chapters, right? So 16 and 16 is 32. I'm like 48% of the way through this book, right? But I've literally put it down and gone, nope, not going to read anymore. This book was okay up until chapter 15. Something happens in chapter 15 that I'll go into and I'm like, nope, not interested anymore. It's amazing that this is the first book where I haven't completed because something has happened in the book that I was not expecting, and I was like, nope, not even going to give you my time of day any further. If this is how you treat your readers or your fan base per se, and I get it. Let me explain. Let me give you a breakdown. Let me give you a bit more content. 15 chapters, right? Lady, main character Molly, she's a socialite in London, right? She gets pregnant. She's having an affair with a guy. Well, actually, she's not having an affair. She's having a 6-year relationship with a guy who's actually married. So it's gone past an affair, I guess. I guess it's a whole thing. Anywho, she's like, yo, pregnant. He's like, no, get rid of it. And she's like, no, I'm gonna have it. And if you want, you can leave your wife and come be a happy family with me. But if not, it's all good. Anyway, he's like, yo, peace out. And then she decides, well, I can't do this by myself. I have to leave London because it's so expensive to go move to the country. So that's what she does. Single mother in the country. She joins a mother's club. Group of about 5 women, all with babies, all like, this is awesome. And the ladies are from different, say, statuses, economical statuses, different lifestyles in this small town, right? There's this one lady, she's super rich, husband's a lawyer, she got like a nanny, she don't need to be a parent, she's like, yo, nanny do it. This lady here, she has a goddamn gardener dude, young, hunky, and Molly, being our main character, being single and, hormonal, and pining for men attention, slowly, I don't know, they don't fall in love, it's just there's a lot of affection there. They kiss, they're like, ooh, this is awesome, I like him. Anywho, get to chapter 15. She like somebody looking after her baby. She walking around this area, and then she meets the guy. Then they're caught somehow in the middle of a friggin' rainstorm. Then they're trapped inside I'm going to call it observatory. It's probably not an observatory. Glass hothouse, greenhouse, whatever you want to call it, where the plants grow and all that kind of shit. they're trapped in there, right? Shit getting a little bit, hot and heavy. They finally gave in to emotions and started kissing and crap. Then, on page 233, she's saying, no, no, no. Don't want to do this because his hand's getting a little bit freaky deaky and he's like trying to, get all up in there. She's telling no, 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 no. Then the dude proceeds to pull out a condom, put it on his pecker, and by the way I've interpreted this, R-A-P-E'd her. And I'm like, say what? And then we end the chapter where she I gave in to temptation, and yeah. I'm like, yo, for one whole page, you going no, 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 and you're adamant, and you put the reasons down why you're adamant, and you're saying no. But then we sort of just turn the blind eye to the fact that, he sexually assaulted you. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of this shit. This book may be absolutely amazing. But I'm like, when that happened, I'm like, yo, I'm out. I can't do it. Don't want to do it. Not even going to waste my time on it. So this is the first book in the Weekend Readers history that we have not finished. How we finished, I looked at my Goodreads ratings, right? Because I gave this book 1 star. I gave it 1 star solely because of the simple fact that, you know what? Stephanie Zia made a book. Hurrah! I mean, I finished the other crap books. I mean, Madame Doubtfire, Preposterous Friends. I don't even remember Preposterous Friends, but I finished it. Sex and the City. I remember that book. I hated that book, but I finished it. If you're selling me a story of a woman whose relationship has ended, she's been a single mom, she's moving to the country, and she is going to try to find her new life. I get that. I'm potentially invested in that story. Want to see where it goes. But then if you give me a chapter where she's getting sexually assaulted, I'm out. And she got this, and it doesn't further the storyline at all. Because up until that point, they're trying to woo each other. I get that the fact, oh yeah, it's just the heat of the passion. Yo, you got a page of no's. And then the next page, we play it off like, nothing happened. I get it. I get this book will be potentially for some people. I'm not knocking it in the sense that I'm not saying don't go out and read it. I'm just saying, for me, this is my sticking point. Got to chapter 16 and I tapped out. And that was the reason why. As I said, this book may be awesome. Who knows? But yeah, Baby on Board by Stephanie Zia. You've not made my bookshelf. You're not for me. And you're being donated. Not even interested in finishing the extra 200 odd pages that I got to go. I'm sorry. So as a customs here at the Weekend Readers Book Club, as one book closes, another book has to open. And we're going to find out what the next read is. Hopefully this book I can finish. I feel I will be able to. We're reading Sweet Talking Money by Harry Bingham. Read the back blurb. Sounds interesting. So I'm going to give it a go. This is in my box from a book fair. So hopefully Sweet Talking Money by Harry Bingham, you are going to be a more enjoyable read than what I just read now. So Bookworms, that was my discussion. And rant. It's a rant. I don't know if it's a rant. It's not really a review. It is to a degree where I got up to chapter 16 and tapped out. But yeah, Baby on Board by Stephanie Zia. A book, the first book that I have not finished, and a book that I can say was not for me. So with that being said, you feel free to follow us. Instagram, Goodreads. We are at Weekend Readers Book Club. YouTube and podcast is available via The Weekend Readers. Until next time, thank you again for joining us. And Bookworms, happy reading.